Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Chris Massimo with my first YouTube video, and I'm here with some Apex Legends gameplay. This is a Season 4 win if you don't already know, with the new map changes and all. This actually was my brother and I's last win before Season 5 came out, and it was pretty exciting to say the least. With Season 5 being out, it's actually been super fun seeing how everything has changed and learning the new meta as well as trying out different techniques with Loba. It's actually pretty funny because I didn't find out about this game until my brother told me about it about a month ago. I wasn't really expecting to make a YouTube channel or start recording gameplay, but it just sort of happened with quarantine and all. And ever since I was a little kid, I've always loved video games. I've always had a passion for it. I figured that, hey, maybe just give it a shot, see where this can take us one day, and here we are today. So I was originally thinking that maybe I should start uploading Call of Duty gameplay or NBA 2K or just maybe mobile games, but this game has just been so much fun lately, and to be honest with you, Call of Duty's just been irritating. There's just so many people that just camp all over the map. You get shot from different angles all the time, and just for the most part, I don't really have as much fun with it. And as for Warzone, it's kind of hard for me to find some partners or some squads to run with. But hey, if you're considering on playing it, and you're pretty good at it as well too, please feel free to add me on Xbox, and we can go ahead and hop onto some gameplay with each other. But going back to this game, I actually love that every match is different and not predictable. Of course, the ring is always changing, and there's always different loot drops and weapons to pick up in different areas. But now with this particular gameplay, it actually started off a little slow, just because we like to drop in places where not a lot of squads drop, or at least just a few goes, so that we can find the best loot possible and strategize our plans. With this game, I feel like you can't really rush everyone all the time. There's so many different play styles and abilities and techniques that all play a big difference. What I really notice most is that you really have to pay attention to your hearing, and also you have to be aware of getting third-partied by another squad. I can't even begin to tell you how many times that my brother and I have finished off a squad thinking the coast is clear. We start regenerating or putting on some med kits or some batteries, and then next thing you know, another squad just comes out and boom, pops up, and then they just wipe us out. So of course, I have some Season 5 wins that I would like to upload in the next few days or so. I've been trying out different legends just to see which one is my favorite so far. And to be honest with you, I've really been liking Revenant, Mirage, and of course Lifeline. If you guys don't know who they are, just to go ahead and give you a quick explanation. Revenant, he has his ultimate, which is his death protection that comes in handy, and of course the silence. Mirage, I just love to bamboozle people all the time. It's just funny to see that I can trick people and then get the drop on them. And of course Lifeline, she just plays such a key role when it comes to healing up you and your squad as well too. So now, when I recorded this gameplay, of course I was a little new to the game. I had a few wins under my belt, and I was just trying to get my first win with Revenant. And of course, like I said, I didn't realize at the time how amazing his ultimate ability for the death protection actually was. But of course, later in the video, you're going to realize and see how much it actually came in pretty clutch. So of course, me and my brother were thinking about just going towards the city. We had to get into the circle a little bit more. For some reason, we just couldn't find anybody. Of course, we were just looting whatever else that we can. We saw some people earlier, as you saw, but he was just saying that we should explore towards the city, make our way towards the ring, and of course, see what kind of gunfights that we can get into. And eventually, as we start coming up onto this building, I'm thinking that either they're in that building or that building over there. And as he starts progressing to level 3, he actually pinged a death box. So we were like, alright, cool, let's go ahead and check it out. Just nothing to go ahead and think about. And then next thing you know, I was like, wait a minute, I have a bad feeling about this. And I see that Pathfinder on the left, and I was like, oh shoot. Of course, like I said, I was a little new, so my aim was just a little bit off. I got lucky that I was able to go ahead and kill that Bangalore over there. And then next thing you know, my brother finished off that Pathfinder. So I was just thinking that, all right, we got to go ahead and loot these bodies real quick as fast as possible. And then as soon as that happens, we just need to recharge shields and then get back into the circle before another party comes in or another squad comes in and tries to kill us. So, of course, my favorite thing is obviously the Phoenix kit. You know, it's just amazing because you can go ahead and recharge your shield and recharge, you know, your health at the same time. Of course, it takes a little bit longer just to do so, but, you know, it comes in handy in those little combat fights that you can, of course, go ahead and see. Now, once me and my brother, of course, had went ahead and recharged our shields here, making sure that we had all the necessary loot and that our health was fully up, we decided to do our last, you know, look around in the area, making sure that everything was good, and then we started making our way towards the Lava City. So we were like, all right, ring's closing. Let's go ahead and make our way down over here, down this hill. And then my brother actually had a good eye. I don't know how he does, but he always finds everyone from super far away. I can never see anybody. But we were trying to get the drop on these people, but they actually started sniping at me, and I was so scared. I was like, no, don't go ahead and get me. So I decided to go ahead and put down my death protection, making sure that, you know, obviously we don't die here. And I saw that they put down an airstrike, so I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta get inside this Gibraltar's dome real quick. Luckily, I was able to wipe him out. I don't know what he was doing there, trying to punch me in the air. I didn't see his other teammates, so I was like, obviously, you know, this Wraith went inside the portal. Like I said, again, you know, we were trying to get third parties, so we had that other squad that was trying to come after us. We just tried to do whatever looting that we possibly can. We were trying to prepare for another fight, thinking that, oh shoot, they're actually coming over here now. So we just decided to hide behind cover, recharge some more shield, and then what we did is we just made sure that nobody else was coming around in the area. Like I said, there's just so much going on when it comes to this game that you really don't have a lot of time to react sometimes. You really just have to go ahead and recharge as much as possible, make sure that your guns are all reloaded, and then you just got to make your move on people. So of course, you know, with the gameplay coming up a little bit more, you know, we're trying to figure out where everyone's at, making sure they're not going through the portals. I wanted to go ahead and loot this body real quick, but my brother was like, hey, let's go ahead and go this way. There's a care package. So we're like, all right. Honestly, we didn't think that anybody was going to be able to make the care package, or we thought we were going to run into another squad. So luckily, my brother didn't. I just tried to make sure that the coast was clear. It didn't really look like anybody was in the area, so we're like, all right, cool. I wasn't too sure exactly what he got anymore on that certain care package, but we're just trying to determine, you know, where's the next best place to go to. Where should we set up? Should we play defense, or should we just go aggressive? So we decided that, you know, with the ring closing again, we had to go through the tunnels, and then maybe we're going to run into another squad coming up, and which is exactly what we did. So as soon as we came through this railroad track, we were saying, all right, we're going to run into some squads, because we heard some people shooting in the distance. So what ended up happening is that we're like, all right, maybe we can go ahead and get the drop on them. I decided that since they're all over there, we can maybe put down my death protection right beside the wall, and, you know, we can go ahead and finish off this squad. Of course, there's only 6 squads left, so, you know, things were getting a little bit intense. We were trying to hopefully get into the top 5. Of course, put the death protection down. We were saying, all right, let's go ahead and rush. I didn't see them at first, and then eventually I was like, oh shoot, they're right over here next to the care package. I got my first few shots off, and then I just got melted. I was like, oh my gosh. And then see, that's just why the death protection comes in handy, because you're able to go ahead and just, you know, come back to life without having to worry about, you know, dying or being finished off. And then next, you know, I really didn't see that other person in the corner until, you know, that split second. Luckily, he didn't get that shot off on me. I was like, oh shoot. I was like, he had a legendary Prowler, and, you know, Prowler is just like one of the best guns in the game. You know, you just hold so much ammo, and then, you know, especially when it has that select fire and you can put it fully automatic, it's just super amazing. And as far as you guys know, in this game, you know, your bullets really count. You know, you can be at times where you'll run out on a clip, and the next you know it, you know, you have to reload, or, you know, you get shot. When I saw this person came out, I was like, nope, I'm not even going to engage. I didn't even want to bother. I told my brother, I was like, where were you at? I was like, you left me. Of course, they had a bloodhound, so we're like, nope, we're not going to mess with that at all. I told them I was just going to go ahead and recharge my health, making sure that I was fully equipped for this battle. And then, of course, he started getting shot at, and he's like, no. So I was hoping that he would be able to draw them out of that building, because I didn't really want to go ahead and have that battle, you know, inside. I'd rather take it outside. And then, of course, you know, use or beat the odds on that way. But they just weren't coming out, so we're like, all right, let's just take this time to recharge. Let me see if I can get on the roof and see if I can get the drop on them. Of course, I got the high ground. We couldn't see them anywhere. We heard them like crazy, so obviously they're running around. But for some reason, I don't know where they were hiding or any of that. So we decided to get under the staircase. If my brother were to check one side and I can check the other side, we can just maybe see if we can sneak up on them or they can get surprised. But for some reason, they sounded like they were on the roof. So we're like, all right, hopefully they don't come down on us. We were like, all right, let's see if we can just go inside the building, maybe sneak up. We felt like maybe this was the best room to just take advantage in. Maybe if worst comes to worst, I can put a death protection again since my ultimate was about to be ready. Still couldn't find them. So my brother was like, hey, let me just go ahead and shut the door, making sure that they can hear that. Maybe I can draw them out, and then I can just hide around this corner. Luckily, I did, because honestly, if we were both around that corner on his side, we probably would have lost this fight, this battle, and probably would have been really upset about it because there's only 4 squads left. So we heard them come inside. As soon as they melted my brother, I was like, all right, shoot, let me go ahead and kill them. I didn't realize that I killed both of them, though. So I was like, oh, no. I almost got fooled by that mirage, but luckily, you know, there was no one else. I was thinking that someone else was going to be coming, so I just went ahead and revived my brother as fast as possible. Tried to see if there's any armor that I can find, and luckily I found that legendary armor, which came in clutch as well, too. So my brother was recharging health, seeing if there's any other bullets or anything else that I need, but there wasn't. And then next you know, the circle started closing, so we're like, hey, we're out of time, let's go. So next you know it, I think there was only 3 squads left at this time, which there was. I heard them all getting in a fight, so I told them, let's just go ahead and rush in as fast as possible. Maybe we can get the drop on them again. I put down my death protection right at this wall. I heard the other team get wiped out, so we're like, all right, cool. It's just going to be a 1v1, and then I don't know what happened. My aim was just off, so I apologize in advance. That guy, of course, I was just trying my best. I didn't see that person on the right. Luckily, my brother was able to knock him. And then this person, like I said, bullets really matter. So I was so hyped that I had that other gun ready. And then, of course, you know, I was just standing still on this because we were the champion. I was like hyped up. I was screaming. I think it was almost 9 o'clock at night. But, you know, we got so excited. We got the win. Of course, you know, this was my first win with Revenant. Something to be excited about. So other than that, guys, that's going to conclude my commentary for today. Please let me know if there's anything in particular that you guys like or anything at all. And other than that, guys, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.